All right, guys. Hello. This is my third video that I'm recording on Saturday, February 15th, 2025. I decided that I'm going on a whole video recording blitz because I had some ideas that I've been sitting on, and I want to see if I can record as many as I can today, Saturday, and then just spend the week just editing and posting. Okay, so yes, there's a lot of things happening, and I'm sure a lot of stuff is going on. Like, I just saw a Substack headline that I did not read the Substack, but I might have touched Substack that said Trump accidentally, in quotation marks. Let me find it. Let me see if I find that. Okay, so that's funny. Okay, Trump accidentally fires nuke weapons team. You know, when I saw that as a pop up on my phone, I swear it said Trump accidentally fires nuke weapons. And I was like, what the hell? And I looked around to see if anybody else was talking about that. But now I see what it says. Trump accidentally fires nuke weapons team. So, friends, my whole thing has been discussing politics and spirituality and life and the lessons that I learned from life and the lessons that I learned, the things I observe, the wisdom I collect, just how am I navigating the whole shebang. Just living life in this timeline. Living life in this timeline as an INFJ empath, as an intuitive, an energy reader, a light worker, a millennial mom of 5 children, an immigrant living in the US, a poet, a writer, and an expressive person, and a person that receives like downloads from his uploads from the soul and downloads from in the brain. I don't know, spiritual downloads. And I listen to people and I learn and I read and I and I try to teach my kids and I try to pass on information and all that. I try to live every day to the fullest. And, I have been like really keeping away from politics. Like I am very intentional with what I click on and the things I read. And I realize that I can't keep up with everything. I'm not reading everything. I'm not following every rabbit hole. I mean, there's so many substats and the titles of them. I just want to read it. But I also want to do other things. I just want to live. I want to live. I want to read other things. I want to watch other people. I can't watch everybody. I can't read everything. So I've accepted that. And I can't be a creator if all I'm doing is consuming. I have to take time. I have to spend time creating. So I can't be always consuming. So, very intentional. And to be honest, I haven't really kept up with the stuff. I've seen the headlines, so I have an idea. I've heard a few things, but I haven't kept up with the MAGA emperor bullshit because, as far as I know what they're doing. I don't need to keep. I don't need to watch all the steps because I know what they're doing. They're trying to move America and the world into a fascist period, like basically into the period of segregation and division and oligarchies and control and evil. We're doing all the things. We're basically at this point relitigating every bad thing that's ever came up in the in the journey of our growth as a human race and in the journey of humanity. We're relitigating slavery and, ethnic cleansing and genocide and wars and, sickness. We're bringing it all back. We're bringing back all the good, yucky, all the horrible stuff, and I could tell you, to me, the only goal is for any party, any movement that is trying to make doing all of what they're doing, making that happen, is destruction and death and the end, right? And as far as I'm concerned, and I've said this in the various videos that I recorded recently, is that I need to work on my light. I need to work on me. To be my strongest self, to visualize the vision that I want to see for the world, to be the change I want to see in the world, to be my healthiest self, to be the best creator, to thrive, and to live, to let my light shine, and to live the brightest, most beautiful, most joyful life possible in this timeline. So in order to do that, I have to consume less. I would have to be very intentional, like I said, of what I consume. And I have to balance being informed and not consuming everything, not going down every rabbit hole, not letting every little thing upset me, not listening to everything, and be very intentional. And I have been doing it, and I have had a good week. I've had a blessed week. Our finances has been a lot better than it has been in many, many months. I bought myself some fun things, including the shirt that I'm wearing now. I bought myself stuff like if it was the end of the world, and if it's the end of the world, I'm going to die happy with a few little things that make me happy. I'm gonna die with, if this is the end, I'm going to die wearing the outfit that I want to wear. I'm gonna die enjoying the things that I want to enjoy. I'm gonna live today like it's the last day, and live my best life. So anyway, the title of this video is The Price of Eggs, and it's gonna come from my head. I don't really have much notes really written down. I know I have an idea of what I wanted to talk about. But, after the election, I heard the phrase, the price of eggs, a lot. And I heard people use that as a reason and an excuse of why they voted, people use that as why people voted for Trump, because of the price of eggs, because eggs were too expensive, And I find it to be funny, not funny, that the price of eggs are even more expensive than they were before, election time. They're even more expensive now. I feel like that is I just feel like that's the universe just sending a message right there. Sending a message. Like, it's the irony of it. It's very interesting. Right? And, the price of eggs is the reason that people voted for fascism, that people voted for whatever that was. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing, and but this video wasn't supposed to be about that. This video, I wanted to say I had chickens one time. I had chickens for a period of time, and it's only like, I think I've only not had chickens for 1 year. I had chickens last year. And we moved from our farm, and we got rid of the chickens. And we moved from our farm like in October. But I enjoyed chickens for a while. I enjoyed chickens for like maybe 5 years. I don't know. Let's say 5+ years. And I loved having chickens. I loved collecting the eggs. It was my favorite thing about the farm. The chickens. I love watching the chickens. I love seeing the chickens, especially when we let them out. Because we lived in, we were surrounded by woods. There were a couple times that I let out chickens, and the fox had a field day. Right? The fox come out of the woods and have a field day. So you could only let out the chickens really when we are able to watch them, and then rally them back in when we were leaving. When we were leaving them unattended, because they weren't safe. The fox would take all of them, or as much as he could. we've lost chickens that way. So we've lost many chickens that way. So I've really enjoyed having chickens and collecting eggs, and I've seen abundance of eggs. There were times where we had so many eggs that we just had to give away a lot of eggs. I wanted to sell eggs at one point, but I never got it going, so I had to give away the eggs. And I just wanted to honor that experience, honor that memory, because here I am now, not even buying eggs. We have decided not to buy eggs because they're expensive. We're buying less eggs, and I thought, one of the ways to get through this time is to just try to look for substitutes. So I tried, and I looked for a applesauce muffin recipe. That was my first try, and I found this really nice applesauce muffin recipe, and no eggs required, and it was yummy. It was delicious. The texture was nice, and I'm going to try more recipes of baking without eggs. And we're going to do breakfast without eggs. We're going to not have eggs for breakfast. We're going to have something else. And we're going to adjust, Because I would have rather just choose not to buy eggs while it was expensive. I would have rather do without eggs. I would have rather be more creative, and not have eggs. But keep my freedom and keep the world away from what is happening now. Keep us from having to experience this fearful experience. Keep us away from fascism and relitigating all the bad stuff. Like all the 1930s, 1940s Germany, Hitler stuff. And I could have done without eggs. That's okay. It's okay. I would have been creative and figure out another way without eggs, because I would have rather freedom. I would have rather freedom, and I would have rather joy and passion and love and a world that is more beautiful than the world that these people are trying to create. The suffering that they're going to put people through, the loss and the death and the everything that they're going to put people through right now, So anyway, well, that's all I would say. I would say, like, just be creative and do without eggs. Do without eggs if you have to. Like, find substitutes. We can get through this. We could get through this, and we can enjoy our lives. We just gotta be creative. We gotta think outside the box. But we keep our freedom. We keep our freedom. Because whatever they have to offer, freedom is better than fascism. So they could suck it. We don't need any of what they're selling. We don't need any of what they're offering, because freedom is better than fascism. And since this is my third video. My battery is down to 20%, so I guess this is my last video for the night. I hope it was still good. I hope I got to say all the things I want to say. I'm getting hungry too. I want to get supper. But, thank you for watching this video. This probably is going to come out, I don't know, sometime in the middle of the week, because I got 2 videos to post before this one. But I hope that when you get to watch this video, it meets you well. I hope that you are taking care of yourself, and you are keeping the faith and holding the light. And if you are a part of the pressure and protest movement, like, you are calling your representatives, you are using the 5 Calls app, check that out, 5 Calls app, 5calls.org. You are getting out there and you're protesting, and you're going to be safe doing that, then, I celebrate you, and I honor you, and I thank you. I thank you for that. And if you're not a part of the pressure and protest movement, but you are, you're communicating, whether in real life with your community, and you're being among your community and working to help your community, or are you doing like what I'm trying to do, and you messaging and you're talking to people, encouraging people, teaching people, reminding people to hold the light, whatever you are doing. I hope you are doing something, but whatever you're doing, even if all you could do really is just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and hold that light. Whatever you are doing, keep doing what you're doing. But the most important thing is taking care of yourself. Don't surrender your freedom. Don't at all costs. Do not surrender your freedom. Do not obey in advance. And being fearful, in my opinion, is obeying in advance. Being worried is obeying in advance. Like, look, stay grounded in the beauty around you and the joy and the things that you're able to enjoy, and count your blessings and stay in a place of gratitude and love and light and joy, and be defiant. Be defiant, be creative, be awesome, be a part of the community, be do something. Do something. But keep yourself well and alive and take care of yourself. And if you could do more than that, then do more than that. Peace and blessings, and thank you for watching. It was great. Great recording blitz. Thank you.